Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's time for nightly stretch, and let's just kind of get into it. Hopefully, whenever you watch this video, you're not just watching me stretch, you're also going ahead and getting your stretching in as well. I guess I'll turn my heater on. It's cold where I'm at, but anyhow, the thing that I wanted to talk about in this video as I stretch was you can do without it. So like, one thing that a fast teaches me a lot is that you can do without stuff that you feel like you can't do without. And as a matter of fact, I'll go even further and say this. A lot of times if you feel like you can't do without a food or a substance, then that's a real sign that you need to do without it. And that's what I found that to be true in my own experience. If you feel like, man, I can't do without nightly ice cream, I can't do without bread, pasta, these different kind of things, then it's a good sign that you probably need to go ahead and do without it, and you can. So like, again, like I was saying, like whenever I go on the fast, it really kind of teaches me like how much I like food and how much I depend on food. Because literally, you fast, like, you kind of like, if you're not eating, it's kind of almost like, what do I do? What do I do? And like, you have whatever cravings and stuff like that. And to me, it kind of shows that, especially when it comes to unhealthy food, that food is not just about satiation. It's not just about it's not just about just putting something in your mouth, but it's also about like the experience as well. And so I think especially whenever the food is unhealthy, we tend to have like this, and we have a lot of it, our cravings for bad food get pretty high. Then we have like this attachment to food that's kind of like, it just gets stronger and stronger to the point where you kind of feel like I say, like you can't do without it. And so literally, I believe for a lot of people who are out there who are striving to lose weight and to, even to improve health, health conditions that are very much associated with an unhealthy diet and whatnot, a lot of people who are striving to do that are literally bound. And I kind of talked about this in the previous video when I was stretching, but they're literally bound by whatever kind of thing, because like there's such an attachment to it. And so that's why I believe that stuff like fasting is so powerful. Stuff like fasting is so powerful for helping you to break the craving so you can go ahead and move to the next level in your health, because it kind of like, it forces a cutoff of that attachment between you and that food. And it, trust me, whenever you kind of go without it for a while, like the first few hours or day or two, it's rough. It is, it is. It's really no sugarcoating that. But if you allow yourself to get past that, then it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Matter of fact, you even kind of be able to look back and be like, how was it that I thought that I couldn't do without this stuff? So like, if you're one of those people out there who you're new on your health journey, and you're kind of having a hard time seeing yourself getting rid of certain foods and whatnot, just like I said in my last video, you got to understand that really whatever it is that you crave, especially if you've been on this journey for a real long time, whatever it is that you crave is literally, it's kind of like it's the door. It's the door to, um, if you open that door, then you're gonna go right in there and reach your goal. You know, there still need to be some time that goes by, but like I'm just saying that to say that. Let me get into this stretch. Sometimes I take a deep breath, kind of ease into a stretch a little bit more. But anyway, that whatever that is that you feel like you can't give up, that's kind of like that closed door to you reaching your goal. It's that closed door. But you have to understand, like, as much as you feel whatever way, that's the times when your feelings, I'll never say that feelings are bad or anything like that. I'm not going to say that, because I believe that the feelings that we have are what God gave us as a part of the overall package to kind of like maneuver through this world. However, sometimes your feelings don't really tell you the truth. Sometimes your feelings are like these exaggerated kind of things, and so you can't really go off of your feelings, because if you go off of your feelings, or at least if you interpret your feelings a certain way, then you'll stay in the same cycle. And so, let me see. So, for example, again, back when I gave up Coca-Cola. Like I said, I've had Coca-Cola since then, but like they don't have a hold on me anymore. Back when I gave it up, you know, it was like, before that time, I had really gone overboard. I was drinking too much of that stuff. And I didn't even grow up being a big soda drinker like that. We just drank sodas every so often. But I was on my own and I was drinking a lot of them. But anyhow, you know, it's like I had gotten ridiculous. And so I had to give it up, because I knew I just knew intellectually that, man, I can't drink all this soda. It's like stuff is gonna rot out my teeth, and stuff, you know, drinking all that sugar give you diabetes and all kind of other health problems. So I just can't do that. I can't do that. You know, and I was on health and fitness kind of stuff, you know, at least somewhat similar to how I am now. And so I just kind of knew that I had to do that. And it was tough at first. It was tough, but again, because I had already decided what I was going to do, then, you know, let me go ahead and do this QL stretch. But because I had already decided what I was going to do, that was really the hardest part. Like I say, it's like I decided, then it's like, darn, well, here we go. Here we go. But then after that, I just wasn't drinking it. And then it's like the feelings kind of scream at you for a bit, but then finally they're like, okay, well, Sean isn't going to indulge in this stuff anymore. And I was good. And I'm convinced that if a lot of people who feel like they'll never lose the weight, or they try everything, if you'll just kind of understand that, then you lose the weight as well. But still, you just have to understand that you can give the thing up. You can give it up. You can give it up. You know, and sometimes it may not even be like a food. It might be like for example, me doing this stretching. Perhaps you see me stretching and you're like, man, I should really stretch. You know, but you have like a show or something like that you usually like to watch. Now, I'll say this too, you know, like I'm not a TV person. I don't watch TV or much of stuff like that. However, if you do, I mean, it could be a good idea for you to not watch TV just so you can stretch and stuff like that. But I mean, you could even stretch while watching TV. You know, I ain't mad at that. But my point is, you have to like be willing to go ahead and give something up, and you are able to give that thing up to get the health that you desire. And that's the thing we really got to understand, y'all. You know, we live in a world where food is highly addictive, And then we have, all this stuff on social media showing us all this really, really tasty looking food and whatnot. I love tasty looking food, some of the stuff is pretty ridiculous though. It's like some of the stuff that people make, like I remember the candy coated fried chicken and stuff like that. Some of that stuff is just really off the wall. But I digress. I'm saying all that to say we're surrounded by this stuff. And so I think that we are being very, very, we're like hyper stimulated these days. And so I think that makes it very likely that we tend to be very, very attached to food in a way that generations before us probably weren't, I believe. But the same tried and true principles, I believe, like distancing yourself from the stuff. First of all, you have to believe you're able to do that. Then you have to make the decision to do it, and then give it time. And then, just like anybody, that craving has to weaken. You did the hardest part. You made the decision to kind of get rid of the stuff, and that weight will come off. Or don't be surprised, you kind of you finally go ahead and kind of sacrifice some time that you would use being on some sort of media or something like that, to go and exercise, and then you start to see your numbers improve next time you go to the doctor. Don't be surprised, but that's the kind of sacrifice it takes. And to be honest, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let this probably be it. I believe that a major reason why, there is so much money spent on healthcare, and that healthcare is such a big issue, is because like the medical system is able to kind of bank on the fact that a lot of us, are just going to be distracted. We're going to be so distracted, and we're going to be so pulled in by our cravings or whatever, that we're more so opt for getting care after we get sick from something that was caused by our lifestyles. And but we got to break those cravings. Like I said, that's why I'm such a big fan, a personal fan of stuff like fasting. Anyhow, hopefully something I said has been encouraging. And then hopefully you're also stretching too. I'm getting better and better. Even after I get off of this video, I do a little bit more stretching. But pretty soon here, I'm determined that you guys will see me being able to touch my toes, and then even also kind of palm my whole foot and pull up and everything. I'm determined you're going to see me do that because I'm doing this consistently. Now, I'm not recording it every night. Like yesterday I didn't, because sometimes, honestly, I just kind of want to just do this in peace, like without having to like stop a video and stuff like that. But and I'm also going to be able to, when I do this butterfly stretch, I'm going to be able to put my knees on the ground like my daughter does. Anyhow, that's enough, y'all. Let me know if you found some of this motivational or whatever. Thank y'all for sticking around. Thank you for those of you who have been subscribing and liking these videos. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. All right.
As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my body weight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/SeanB2B Fitness today.